Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so today for our class, well, as you can see, kind of, actually you can't with the light shining through. But it is still supposed to rain throughout this weekend. So one thing we didn't do was think of some things that you could do at home if you do get bored, some fun activities that you can do pretty much in anybody's house. So let's go over a couple of things that we could do just for fun on a rainy day when you're bored and your family might seem bored. And so you don't have to take all of these ideas. Just pick one, tops, really. One or two, maybe you can combine two of them. But just try one out, and see how it goes. So let's get started as to things that you can do on a rainy day that are fun. So you can create an at-home restaurant menu. So what you want to do is start by asking people in your house to open up your very own at-home restaurant, but really it's just a menu. So get everyone involved in planning what meals they want to eat for the days or week, and then have them come up with a creative name for each dish on the menu that you do come up with. Finally, put them down on a piece of paper or a chalkboard, and that way you can just kind of write it out and then kind of erase things and then go back to them and things like that. So and bonus points if you can get everyone to help out with all the operations of the kitchen, like getting the dishes done and all of that. Bonus points for everybody. You can also, I don't know how many of you are very good at this, but you can mend old clothes. If any of you, for some reason, are tailors or can use a thread and a needle pretty well, I've got some shirts that I know I've lost buttons on, and I don't wear the shirts because they're missing a button. And if I was better at sewing, which I have tried, it's just not really my forte, but you could do that. Here's an idea. You can have a game where, and you got to make sure nobody hurts themselves, but it has to have at least like one person in charge of the game and then at least three other people. But then all you're going to do is say, depending on whose house it is, just say, for points and things like that, it's just a fun game to play. Like, somebody go find me something that looks like an elephant. And whoever finds it runs around, and then you just say go. And then they run and they kind of look around, trying to see if there's anything in here that I could come up with. So I'd have to go other places that I think there might be something like a stuffed animal elephant or something like that, or a picture of an elephant, anything. And then come back and, whoever the first one back is gets points for that round. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt game to where, and I've seen it done before, and it's actually pretty fun. But you got to get everybody into it. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Well, along with the menu, you can also create a recipe book for everyone, because I do some cooking classes and I do some cooking. But you have to look up the recipes and everything like that. So come up with some of your favorite foods. Like I've done gumbo, or was it jambalaya? The one with okra, but I think it was jambalaya. And then I've done different classes, but I have the recipes with me. So you put them on like a note card, something like that, to have somebody who has nice handwriting, or at least make sure you can read your own handwriting, and then kind of go from there. And you can take photos of them. You don't have to write it down on a card. You can also save it in your phone. Just create an app, save it on a computer, just create a folder, type up the recipes, and boom, boom, boom. You just have to bring it up right there, and it's pretty fast. Yeah. Here's a good one. Invent a no batteries game. So this is Anne Libera. artistic associate at the Second City Training Center. Second City would mean, anybody? Anybody? Sorry, you're not here, so. Chicago. Recommends the following play anywhere, no props needed, rainy day activities. So you could do a one-word story starting with once upon a time, or, twas the best of times, twas the worst of times. I don't know. But then just kind of go from there. You can do improvised poetry. So one person says a line of poetry, and the next person must say a line that rhymes with it. And so there's lots of things that you can actually do with that. I was just watching the movie The Princess Bride the other day, and they were going through lots of different things. They just kept rhyming everything back and forth. It was like Andre the Giant and Fezzik, and he was talking to Inigo Montoya, and they just kept rhyming and everything. And then the guy they were with didn't like it. He's like, "Listen, no more rhyming, and I mean it." He's like, "Anybody want a peanut?" See, so really, that's all you got to do. You come up with a line, say, "The air was nice and crisp," and then the next person would say, "And the wind blew by my ear with a wisp." So, or in a wisp. Either way you want to do it. So it's up to you, and yeah, see how it goes. 1 second, I'm getting my phone's blowing up. 1 moment. All right, we're back. All right. Yes, and so any game really that there's no batteries that you need it for. So we came up with other game with the kind of scavenger hunt sort of, but with somebody leading. Um, but yeah, there's all sorts of games that you can actually participate in. Um, let's see, what else can you do? You can deep condition your hair. I don't know. Personal hygiene is always a good thing. So if say sometimes people give you, like, if you are a bath person, some people give you bath bombs. It's really fragrant and nice and relaxing. But also deep conditioning your hair. Say you don't do much with your hair. Here's a chance. You're staying at home. You got time to do something, and you're like, you know what? I have never conditioned my hair. Let's see what it looks like, because I have to be at home anyway. If it looks bad, then I just wait till tomorrow and fix it the way I normally do. But yeah, it's a good thing to try. Oh, here's always a good thing. Bake some chocolate chip cookies. There you go. And there it goes along with the recipe thing too. You can always add that. Have a dessert menu. So have your regular menu, then of course maybe an appetizers menu, and then of course a dessert menu. And chocolate chip cookies are always the smell. It's lovely, and then it's also yummy, especially when they're out of the oven and they've cooled just the right amount, but they're still warm in the middle. Here's a fun thing: organize your own film festival. So one of the fun things to do inside is to queue up some classics. So old, like Singing in the Rain, or new, uh, I don't know, any Marvel movie. I don't know. There's plenty of rain. You could watch The Crow. Not really Marvel, but you could watch it. Definitely a lot of rain because it was in Seattle. And then let everyone add a few favorites. Even mix in a few episodes of your latest binge and have a marathon screening. So, big bowl of popcorn and settle in and enjoy the shows, the movies, whatever, you enjoy. But on top of that, what you also want is, because what is one of the things that happens sometimes during um, a rainstorm, which could happen right now. All this it would be funny if it actually happened. But the power could go out. So have some games in hand too. Have some headlamps, if you have those, like camping headlamps, or a lantern, or whatever it is you have. But have that ready to go, and some games on hand just in case the whole, say you're watching a movie, you got settled in and everything like that. Yeah, but we got the popcorn and everything. You can play popcorn and play a game at the same time. So just have some games ready as well. A marshmallow popping contest. Okay, so a rainy weather day might look bleak. I'm just going to read this over because I don't know how it works. Out your window. But the day can still feel sunny with things to do inside, like mini marshmallow popping contests. So if you have mini marshmallows, what you need are scissors, a utility knife, markers, a ruler, rubber bands, tape, gift wrap, craft wrap, balloon, uninflated, paper cup. Wow, so never mind, there's a lot more to it. So you can also host a tea party, invite everyone for tea that's in the house. Um, yeah, you could like dress up in fancy duds, your best clothes, get out some nice teacups. So tea or cocoa or some sandwiches, just like little finger sandwiches. You can make those and just have some fun. And along with the hair washing thing or the conditioning thing, there's also pamper yourself with skin softening salve. So do a spa that's therapy next time you need a soothing rainy day activity. Um, well, you don't have to whip up anything, but it's another thing just for self care. Like I got some lotion. I really don't like using lotion. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know. I guess when I was a kid, I didn't like the idea of like slime getting on me or anything, and it kind of feels like slime getting on me. But it is really good for hydrating your skin. So you're already inside. There's nothing to do. Say the power's out. You've got like a little headlamp. Just get some lotion. Gonna rub it on your hands, rub it on your arms, maybe a little bit on your legs. Just any part of your skin that's dry. Like your face, you could do a facial scrub, but any part of your skin that's dry, and just go ahead and do it and see if there's a big difference. I have noticed because I have been doing it a bit more because I have all this lotion, so I have to use it. But you know, but I have noticed that as long as I just kind of use it here or there, it's not so bad, and I have noticed small differences. But again, when there's nothing else to do, why not? Okay, here's a good one. So you're inside. It's raining out there. It's cold, and you don't really want to be there. So you flip the script. Say, whoa, where do I want to be? This is where you bring the family in or anybody you live with, or even just come up with the idea yourself. What it is you plan a vacation, but a real vacation. So think about where's a place that I want to go? Where's a place that's not here? Or maybe it is like here. Maybe it's like Tahoe, but I want snow. I don't want rain, you know. And hopefully I have four-wheel drive and some chains, but still. Um, but yeah, really plan a vacation. But you can dream about a warm seaside resort, a gorgeous mountain escape. Um, Look at a map of the world. It's probably easiest, depending on your budget, to stick within the U.S. or just stick within California. But like a friend of mine always said, like in Utah, I had different clothes for different seasons. Like you had winter wear, then you had spring wear, then you had summer wear, and you had fall wear. I mean, fall and spring kind of tie in together, but fall's still cold, but it's not cold enough for like a coat. When I moved to Humboldt, I remember when I first moved to California up there, I was like, wow, you really don't need all the clothes that I have. Like, I don't need this. And a friend of mine's like, yeah, that's what California is the most amazing place for. Is because you don't need all that, and you can go rent it or get it. Like, say you want to go skiing, you can find a place to go skiing. Say you want to go to the beach, you can find a place to go to a warm beach. You can go anywhere in California and find something, a beautiful mountainscape, anything. Like, it's all right here in California. So, and that's what I did when I lived in Utah too. Just explore all around your own state, know all about it as much as possible. And California's huge, so but yeah, plan a trip somewhere in California, maybe just outside. I mean, go to Utah. If you're gambling, you could go to Vegas or Reno. I don't know. It all depends on what your whim is. I don't know how many of you have these, but a video game tournament, those are always fun. Just play until somebody can't be beaten, and then declare them champion. But make sure that it's a game that all of you think you can play well, and then play against each other and see who really is the best one. So these are some ideas. I'm trying to think of others. But yeah, really just do anything that you think would be fun. Um, Trying to think of things I mean, there's flashlight tag, but I had lots of brothers and sisters. But I also used to do that at the Boys and Girls Club. It's also kind of dangerous, so be careful with that one. Um, let's see, what else did I do when I was a kid and lights would go out? Here's a good fun thing to do. Now, say the power goes out, right? The cool thing is, especially because what happens, power goes out. What sounds do you hear? You're going to hear the rain outside, and you're going to hear the wind. And so, what is it conducive to? It's conducive to getting, say, here, let me see if I can mock up one for you real fast. Sorry, one sec. Okay, what you'll need for this is you'll need, well, hopefully your phone's charged. And then you would need just like a little light and on your phone a story, but just bring up like a lamp and put it right by you. But then all the lights would be out, dun, 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 and then have like a little flashlight, something underneath. But then you have your story right here, and read a scary story. But find a really scary story, something that's going to creep everybody out. With the wind and the rain, try to find one. Say scary stories out in the wind and the rain, and look that up. And then sit around and really get into character, and then read everybody the story to try to scare them. It's really a fun way to do stuff because you never know who you get, but everybody depends. Some people really like scary stuff. Some people can't handle it. So it's all up to you. But anyway, those are some ideas for you. I hope you. Whoa. Okay, camera's adjusting. Went from dark to bright to dark to bright. And yeah, so I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and enjoy your time. Please let me know if you have any suggestions for classes. But honestly, I'll see you all on Monday. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. Ciao for now, everybody.